Welcome students to the video module on applications of Lagrange's equation. കഴിഞ്ഞ വീഡിയോ മോഡ്യൂളിൽ നമ്മൾ ലഗ്രാഞ്ചസ് ഇക്വേഷൻ എന്താണെന്നും എങ്ങനെയാണ് ലഗ്രാഞ്ചസ് ഇക്വേഷൻ ഡിറൈവ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്നും പഠിച്ചിരുന്നു. As a continuation of that, now we are going to the applications of Lagrange's equation. Okay. You all learned Lagrange's equation states what d by dt of dou L by dou qj dot minus dou L by dou qj equal to 0, where L is the Lagrangian of the equation and L is equal to T minus V. T is kinetic energy of the system and V is the potential energy of the system. So Lagrangian stands for the difference in kinetic energy and potential energy. L equal to T minus V, and Lagrange's equation is d by dt of dou L by dou qj dot minus dou L by dou qj equal to 0. What is qj? Qj is the generalized coordinate, and what is qj dot? Qj dot is the generalized velocity. Now back to the applications of Lagrange's equation. So before applying Lagrange's equation for deriving some physical situation, the following steps you have to take care of. The first one is that you have to choose an appropriate generalized coordinate of the system. Whatever the system we are dealing with, you have to consider the generalized coordinate for the system. For example, if you are considering a simple pendulum, the generalized coordinate is the angle theta. Okay. Now, the second step you have to note is write the expressions for potential V and kinetic energy T. Then set up the Lagrangian of the system, that is L equal to T minus V. Then solve the Lagrange equation. Okay, once again, the steps to be noted for using Lagrange's equation are: first one, choose appropriate generalized coordinate. Second one, determine the potential energy V and kinetic energy T of the system. Then find the Lagrangians of the system L equal to T minus V. Then solve the Lagrange's equation for the given or the selected generalized coordinates. Okay. As an application, as an example for this, first we can consider the case of a simple pendulum. We all know that a simple pendulum is a point mass attached to the end of a string which is suspended from a point. So the pendulum is free to oscillate about a mean position. So here we considered a pendulum of length L as shown in the figure, and we know that the state of the system can be completely determined by describing the angle, because L is a constraint, so it is fixed. So here we can select angle theta as the generalized coordinate. Now, how to find the kinetic energy of this system? Kinetic energy T equal to half mv square. We all know that equation, kinetic energy T equal to half mv square. Now we also know that the angular velocity omega equal to V over L. So cross multiplying, V equal to L omega. But what is omega? Omega is rate of change of angular displacement theta, d theta by dt. But here we not d theta by dt as theta dot. So velocity V equal to L theta dot. Substituting this equation for velocity equal to L theta dot in the expression for kinetic energy, that changes to half m L theta dot whole square. That is half m L square theta dot square. Okay. Now here we take the point of suspension of the pendulum with potential energy 0. So how to find the potential energy of the bob at the position B? The position B is exactly at a depth of L minus x from the suspension point, where the potential energy is 0. So the potential energy below that is taken as negative. That is why here you can see potential energy. What is the expression for potential energy? Mass times acceleration due to gravity times the height. So that is why it is mg times L minus x, with a negative sign. Why the negative sign? Because the potential energy at the point of suspension is selected as 0. So here V equal to minus mg L minus x. But when you consider this triangle here, cos theta equal to L minus x divided by L, adjacent side by hypotenuse. So cos theta equal to L minus x divided by L, or L minus x is equal to L cos theta. Substituting that, the expression for potential energy become V equal to minus mg L cos theta. So we got the expression for kinetic energy and potential energy. So two steps are over now. First step is selection of generalized coordinate. We selected the generalized coordinate. Theta is the only generalized coordinate here. Then what is the second step? Determination of potential energy and kinetic energy. Both these energies are determined. Now the third step. What's the third step? Set up the Lagrangian. What is the Lagrangian? L equal to T minus V. That is, substitute the term for T and L. T is half ml square theta dot square. Then V is minus mgl sin mgl minus x, okay, or mgl cos theta. Substituting that, we got the Lagrangian of a simple pendulum is L equal to half m L square theta dot square plus mgl cos theta. Now the last step, that is to solve the Lagrangian's equation, okay. So writing the Lagrange equation, what is that? D by dt of dou L by dou Qj dot minus dou L by dou Qj equal to 0. Here we know that only one generalized coordinate, so we have to solve only for one coordinate. Then the Lagrange's equation become d by dt of dou L by dou theta dot minus dou L by dou theta equal to 0. That is equation number 1. Now we have to substitute for L. We already determined L. What is L? The Lagrangian of this system, that is half ml square theta dot square plus mgl cos theta. Okay. So we have to determine dou L by dou theta dot and dou L by dou theta for this. So you can see dou L by dou theta dot equal to dou by dou theta dot of, substitute for L, half m L square theta dot plus mgl cos theta. We know that here the differentiation, the partial differentiation is with respect to theta dot. So the term with the first term only is differentiated here, because the second term is with theta. So we have to differentiate only the first term, which includes theta dot. So second term, if you differentiate the second term with theta dot, the answer will be 0. Okay. So differentiating the first term, half m L square. What is theta dot square differential? It is 2 theta dot equal to, then half and 2 cancel, m L square theta dot. That is the answer for dou L by dou theta dot. Next you have to find the differential with respect to theta, that is dou L by dou theta. Again, dou L by dou theta of, substitute for L, half ml square theta dot square plus mgl cos theta. Here the differentiation is with respect to theta. So you have to differentiate the second term only, because the first term consists of theta dot. So if you differentiate that theta dot term with theta, the answer will be 0. Okay. So differentiating only the second term, you will get minus, mgl cos theta. Differential of cos theta is minus sin theta. So dou L by dou theta dot is equal to minus mgl sin theta. So we got the expression for dou L by dou theta dot and dou L by dou theta. Substitute these two differentials in equation number 1, that is the Lagrange equation. You will get d by dt of m L square theta dot. Actually it was d by dt of dou L by dou theta dot. Instead of dou L by dou theta dot, you substitute m L square theta dot. So d by dt of m L square theta dot minus of minus mgl sin theta. So that become plus mgl sin theta equal to 0. Now again differentiating, because it is d by dt, when you differentiate theta dot with respect to this, you will get d by dt of theta dot. So that means one more differentiation. So that is why it is written as theta double dot in the next step. So ml square theta double dot equal to mgl sin theta. M is a common factor here, cancel, and one of the L also is a common factor, that also gets cancelled. and the remaining terms can be written as theta double dot equal to minus g by L sin theta. And when theta is small, sin theta can be approximated to theta. So this expression becomes theta double dot equal to minus g by L theta. This is the equation for a simple harmonic motion. Theta double dot represents the acceleration, the angular acceleration, and theta represents the only generalized coordinate, the angle with which the pendulum is displaced. So using Lagrangian, very easily we determined the expression for acceleration of a simple pendulum, theta double dot equal to minus g by L theta. As the next application of Lagrange's equation, we can consider an Atwood's machine that consists of two suspended mass which pass over a pulley, and the total length of the strings that connect these two masses are L, and masses are M1 and M2. So as shown in the figure, let the mass M1 is greater than mass M2, so that mass M moves downward and mass M2 move upward. As the length of the string is a fixed one, here only one generalized coordinate is required to specify the state of the system from the point of suspension where the potential V is 0. The coordinate is x. So we can write the expressions as we know. To solve the system using Lagrange's equation, there are 4 steps. First one, identification of generalized coordinate. Second one, setting up of kinetic energy and potential energy. The third one, forming the Lagrange equation, Lagrangian L equal to T minus V. And the last step is to solve the Lagrange equation. Okay, so here the kinetic energy is half m1 v square plus half m2 v square. Both objects got same velocity because it is an inextensible string that connect both these. So we can write velocity as rate of change of displacement dx by dt. That is why v is replaced by x dot. So half m1 x dot square plus half m2 x dot square. Same way, potential energy is mgx minus m1 gx because the potential energy at the point of suspension is selected as 0. So total potential energy of the system is minus m1 gx minus m2 gx times L minus x. Now the third step is to set up the Lagrangian of the system. L equal to T minus V. Substitute for T and V, half m1 x dot square plus half m2 x dot square plus m1 gx plus m2 g L minus x. And the last step is to solve the Lagrange equation. We know that the Lagrange equation is d by dt of dou L by dou qj dot minus dou L by dou qj equal to 0. So here the generalized coordinate is x. Therefore the Lagrange equation can be written as d by dt of dou L by dou x dot minus dou L by dou x equal to 0. That is equation 1. Now determine dou L by dou x dot and dou L by dou x. So first is to find dou L by dou x dot. We know that here the differentiation is with respect to x dot. So in the expression for Lagrangian L equal to T minus V, the first two terms include x dot, the other two terms include x. So when differentiating with respect to x dot, the answer becomes half m1 2x dot plus half m2 2x dot. Half and 2 gets cancelled, so the expression becomes m1 x dot plus m2 x dot, that is equal to m1 plus m2 x dot. Now differentiating with respect to x, that is del by dou x. So in that term, here the differentiation is with respect to x, therefore only the last two terms has to be differentiated. So m1gx plus m2g L minus x, that will give answer m1g minus m2g. G is a common factor, m1 minus m2 times g. Now substituting both this in the Lagrange equation, we will get d by dt of m1 plus m2 x dot minus m1 plus m2 g equal to 0. Again differentiating the first term, because d by dt of m1 plus m2 x dot, that is m1 plus m2 x double dot. When you are differentiating x dot with respect to d by with d by dt, you are getting x double dot minus m1 minus m2g. Again simplifying by taking the terms to other side of equation, m1 plus m2 x double dot equal to m1 minus m2g. Then solving for x double dot is actually acceleration, because x dot is v dx by dt, that is v, velocity. X double dot is d square x by dt square, that is dv by dt, that is acceleration. So here actually we got an expression for acceleration. So x double dot equal to m1 minus m2 divided by m1 plus m2 times g.